think, in my opinion, in this league, biggest thing is when you get blown out, when you have a lousy game, you got to bounce right back with better effort, better attention to detail, more force, and those are all the things that we're going to be asking for tonight. We're only going to have 8 guys. Draymond's out, so we're still in the same boat in terms of lack of numbers, but doesn't mean we can't play a whole lot better at both ends of the floor.
What do you know about this Draymond heel situation? Is it just?
I think he'll be okay to play on Monday. That's the expectation is he would be able to play. To have 2 days off the next 2 days is really important, and rather than chase our tail on this one, and we'd rather just take tonight off. That will have given him 5 straight days by the time we play. So more treatment, more rest, and we don't think it's serious. So we expect him to be able to play Monday, but it'll be kind of game day to day.
What's his injury? Looney, have you gotten any exact report? I know he's been down there practicing. It's probably the most contact he's been in.
Right, not yet. I'm scheduled to talk with Rick today about Looney and Jacob and Damian Lee and the rest of the crew. Yeah.
So speaking about the Jazz in general, coming in and playing this team, and like you said, you've had a struggle so far this season. How do you get yourself up for playing a team that you know is going to be tough here at home?
Well, it's not so much about the Jazz as it is about ourselves. We're in a pretty unique position this year. Watch out! I got you. We're in a very unique spot. We're playing 3 rookies. We have 8 guys. We don't have a single guy from last year who's going to be suiting up tonight to play. So we're in a completely different mindset. We're in the process of developing young guys, and so part of development is the emotional and mental and physical response to a blowout loss. What are your habits? Are your habits, all right, we're going to accept this and we're just going to keep taking it on the chin, or are you going to fight? And so tonight's a big game for us in terms of our young players and how they respond to what was a very embarrassing night in Dallas.
As a coach, coming from a team that's been generational, coming to one now that you have to develop in relatively short order, honestly, how do you change your mind in the way you coach these players as opposed to the ones that were proven veterans?
Well, I think perspective is important. I don't think anybody expected us to just be a championship team forever. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. And we've certainly had our fair share of good fortune over the years. Life smacks you in the face sometimes, so you have to be prepared for that and accept it and respond to it. And then you focus on, that day, what can you do to get better? And that's what we're locked in on. We've got some really good young players who are working hard. They're talented, but they're learning, and we've got to continue to help them learn and grow. And eventually we're going to have Steph and Klay back and Looney, and we'll have guys coming back, and hopefully by that time we will have developed the young guys and we'll have a deeper team.
You guys visited with Walton Soccer last year. What do you remember from that visit? And what were your biggest takeaways from his life?
Yeah, I didn't know his story until we came here last year, and I loved meeting him. He was a very dignified presence, and his story was incredible. And I heard Raymond just told me he passed away yesterday, so I do want to pass along my condolences to his family. 95 years old, what a life he lived. To be a pioneer like he was, I think he was, if I'm not mistaken, he's the first person of color to play in the NBA, probably the only Asian American player for a long, long time. Pretty remarkable story, and it was great for us to meet him. Our players met him. Everybody enjoyed being around him, and very sad to hear the news today.
When you have 8 or 9 players and young players getting minutes that they might not ordinarily get, what is the emphasis right now on sleep and diet and just maintaining the healthy bodies that you have?
Well, you try to balance the work with the rest, and part of player development is learning how to take care of yourself. It's not just working on pick and roll and your jump shots and all that. It's how do you become a pro? How do you approach the game? Getting sleep, eating right. So we provide counsel for that. We have a great training staff, strength and conditioning staff, and as a young player, it's important to have an understanding and an awareness. I think of Kevon Looney all the time. After his first year, he completely changed his diet. Andre Iguodala took him under his wing, and he changed his whole career. And so we have some guys who need that sort of change. It's hard when you're 20 years old. You think you can eat anything, do anything, and then you turn 25, and it's like, okay, maybe not. What's that?
That's still everything.
Well, yeah, but
Hot Cheetos.
we're not counting on you to run up and down the floor. You just keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
Eating those cheeseburgers.
How has the season been for the training staff and the work they put into?
Well, it's frustrating for them. I think the training staff in general takes great pride in keeping players on the floor, and that hasn't been the case. So it doesn't mean they've done a poor job. It's just sort of random injuries, and what can you do? But it's been a difficult season for everybody. So we just got to keep working, keep going at it.
When you were a player, did you have, seasons like this? You played for so many good teams. Did you have teams that really struggled a lot?
Yeah.
I had one team, and I was lucky. I played 15 years. I believe I was only on one team that finished below 500. It was Cleveland in '91. Mark Price was injured. He tore his ACL, and our season kind of went haywire, a lot of injuries. And I think we won 30 or 31 games. Other than that, I was blessed to play on really good teams the whole way through.
So you recall the difference in, I'm just trying to compare that to with the situation you're in right now, having been a winner literally your whole life. What was the difference in that one season?
The injuries,
No, for you as a player, your experience.
What I remember was the real challenge was getting through the season and trying to maintain a sense of hope. 82 games is a long grind, whether you're winning or losing, but especially if you're losing. And we're 3-13. It stinks walking into the locker room after a loss. And so it's tough now, and it's going to be even tougher if we're still losing, a month from now, 2 months from now. It's a long haul. And so our job as a staff and the leaders of our team, their job is to keep everybody's spirits up and keep the ship moving forward.
You said that you were going to flush the last game down in Taylor. Did you stay true to that?
Yeah, we didn't watch any film.
Have you been able to see Mike Conley start to the season? You've always spoken about him warmly and his talent, and now he's in a different situation on a potential playoff team.
Yeah, I haven't seen him a ton. I've seen him a couple nights on League Pass, and then our one game against Utah. Always been a huge fan. Great point guard, great leader, and he and Donovan form a really, really potent backcourt. And you got Gobert diving to the rim for lobs and protecting the paint at the other end with Mike and Donovan ball hawking. There's a reason this is a good team. They're a good two-way team. They're good at both ends.
Just curious, with only 8 guys, does Mike Brown still use a spreadsheet, or do you guys just go off?
Yeah. There's just not as much to figure out, but
But he still uses it?
yeah, he's using the spreadsheet. So not as many possibilities with 8 people. All right, thanks, guys.
I'll have you know that I had